What's up, everybody? This is your boy Chris C. Pup Surratt. Welcome to Twisted Pup TV's UFC 281 recap with a special look at the three kings of UFC that we've lost in battle over the last couple of fights, and a little connection that we found with some recent movies that coming out, some ideas that we're in one of them situations where um, men, specifically black men, are being diminished in the world. So let's jump into it. First off, we did have a fantastic UFC 281 bout that occurred this past Saturday. I'm a big UFC fan, love it. Watch as many as I can. Used to be a cameraman for them. So, on the main card, we did get to see the mighty Dustin Poirier beat Michael Chandler with a submission in round three. Very good fight. I did think Chandler was going to win that. And then we got to see the women in the strawweight division. Uh, we got to see Wally Zhang beat Carla Esparza with submission in round two. And it was a good fight. It was a good fight. I like that fight as well. Um, but for us, we have to get to the main card. And the reason that I have this the fall of the Kings intro on my live. As you can see, we have the three um, former kings. At least two of them are former kings now um, in the UFC, all of African descent. And what happened at UFC 281 was that one of these kings lost. We talking about this young man here, uh, Israel Adesanya, one of my favorite UFC fighters. Very colorful. The Airbender is. Watch, love his style. I love how he fights. He's just one of the better UFC fighters. He held the belt for a long time, but of course, what my title tells you is that Israel Adesanya lost this past Saturday, and for me, he was winning the fight. I thought he was gonna win. Final round. Um, it was going back and forth for a little while, and then all of a sudden, the young man Alex Perrier um, started hitting him with some punches, and it ended up where he ended up not looking like this, but looking like this. Yeah, that's my boy getting smacked up, and it threw me. Um, he didn't even look like he was really hurt. He just got caught with like flurry of punches. Fight stopped. He graciously accepted defeat, but for me, it didn't make no sense. But here's the thing for me, guys. Earlier that Saturday, I went to go see Wakanda Forever. And we will probably start doing some movie reviews later. But I'm gonna give you my quick movie review of Wakanda Forever. Um, and shout outs to two of my favorite content creators and mentors in the content creator space, Angry Man and Anton Daniels. I know they spoke highly of not going to see this movie, and I respect that. But I hope to one day produce a superhero movie myself. So for research purposes, I was going to see that movie regardless. Um, and so I did. Saturday I saw Wakanda Forever, and I thought it was a good movie, but it did push a uh, feminist agenda that was very powerful and very hard not to see in the movie from beginning to end. It was all about the ladies. Why they didn't just recast Black Panther is a whole different story for me. But it was a good movie. Namor was a lot tamer than he was in the comic book. I'm a comic book guy, so I know that he's stronger than that. But it was a good movie. I'm gonna say it was a good movie. Um, but what I will say is that after I saw that movie, I knew that Israel Adesanya was gonna lose that fight. I knew he was gonna lose that fight because I saw his man, uh, one of the kings, Usman, in that movie. And the minute I saw him in that movie and saw how happy he was and all the scenes he had and how he's smiling at the end, it told me or it made me think that about the fight that he lost not that long ago. And I'm like, I wasn't that upset about because he lost to a black dude. I'm cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Still black dude, still hold the belt, but I couldn't help but think, he probably lost that fight because he was shooting this movie. Now, I haven't checked when the movie was produced or when they were shooting against when his that fight where he lost was. I'm not sure. You know, it couldn't have. It could have been at the same time, maybe not. But I kind of think that it probably was at the same time, as probably how he was distracted, pretty much like Tyson was with what was that chick named Robin Givens or whatever. Same situation because all I can think of when I'm watching this movie and seeing my man, look at him, with the Wakanda War Dog paint on and you know representing. It looks cool. I appreciate you, man. Get that movie money. Um, but I knew the minute I saw him in this movie that the movie was the reason that he ended up like this. Yeah, laid out on the mat, helping push a female agenda on Wakanda Forever, my friend. That's why you laid down on that mat right now. But I digress. He was good in the movie. He was. It was. I'm gonna keep saying that it was a good movie. I hate parts or factors of the movie. Not recasting Black Panther. You know, having pretty much all the women be the strongest people in the movie. It's it sends a wrong message. But it was, I thought it was a good movie. You know, good acting, good action, good superhero movie. But I digress. We lost another king right after that movie. The UFC lost Israel Adesanya as one of their champions. And it's just weird, man. I don't understand how he lost that match in the fifth round just because Alex went on a flurry of punches. And I'm telling you, and it's weird for me. But when I saw Usman in that movie, my brain told me that Adesanya was going to lose that night. So now what do we have? The last one we have left, Ngannou. Now, is he still on the have a belt? I think he still got a belt. He ain't fought in a long time. They might have took his belt away. So we might not have no kings with belts, but let's hope that if he still has a belt, that he can maintain his belt. Now, mind you, I know that Usman is gonna come back, get his belt back. I know Adesanya is gonna come back and probably get his belt back. But what I'm starting to really see on so many facets of the world is that there is this overlying thought or overlying vision that women it's a it's literally a thing where they're showing that women are more powerful. Woman King, Wakanda Forever, just a Woman King 2, really. I love Angela Bassett. She was super fantastic in this movie. So strong, so beautiful. But dang, she was the most powerful cat in this movie. I'm sorry. Angela Bassett was the most powerful person in this movie. Over Namor. Namor got punked by a woman at the end. Now, mind you, I watched the movie and I understand the concept. I know that I'm trying not to spoil it for y'all, but that he got what he wanted. But and I'll even say that they tried to save the power of man at the end of the movie, and y'all gonna have to watch it just to figure that part out. But the thing is that there's a with the movies and all these type of things like this, there's this showing that women are becoming more powerful. Uh, Specifically, black women. I think I don't really see them putting any other women in these extreme power positions on these movies. Um, I'm not sure, but it's pretty prevalent in this movie and the Wakanda Forever. I haven't seen Woman King, but the name says it is pretty prevalent in that movie too. But you know, what can you say? So that was my quick live to do a quick recap on UFC 281 and how I feel about what happened with um, you know, Israel Adesanya losing that fight, and it's a hard loss, and I feel for the brother, and I hope you know he can come back stronger and get his championship belt back, and I hope the world is starting to open their eyes to this overlying concept that um, there's this agenda being pushed that women, particularly black women, are more powered and more powerful than black men, and it's a bad agenda to push. But so great UFC 281 fights. Always check out UFC is fantastic. If you're not into sports, still check it out. Um, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna tell you not to go see Wakanda Forever. It's a good movie, I think. It's kind of gonna be. It's a black movie, so I support. Um, you know, black movies. So if you want to go see it. If you don't want to support that agenda, I understand that as well. Um, just do you. My name is Christopher C. Pup Surratt. Um, Thank you for checking me out. Hit a like, subscribe, drop a comment. If you agree or disagree, let me know. And I'm out of here. You guys.